Hi dear students. So last lecture we have covered the derivation of overall heat transfer coefficient. Now we will take the problems on the overall heat transfer coefficient and the composite wall. If you are new on the channel, so please subscribe the channel so you will get the notification of upcoming lectures. Okay. So here the problem is given: an exterior wall of house consists of 10.16 centimeter layer of a common brick having thermal conductivity 0.7 watt per meter degree. It is followed by 3.8 centimeter layer of a gypsum plaster with thermal conductivity 0.48 watt per meter degree Kelvin. So here what is given, this is the exterior wall of a house. So it is first layer which is made of a common brick which is having 10.16 centimeter thickness, and it is followed by the another layer of a gypsum plaster. So here another layer of gypsum plaster which is having thickness of 3.8 centimeter. Okay. Now thermal conductivity, so we will consider, suppose this is wall A and this is wall B. So thermal conductivity of this wall, that we will say it is Ka, is given 0.7 watt per meter degree Kelvin, and the plaster thermal conductivity is given Kb is 0.48. So what is the thickness of loosely packed rock wool insulation when K is equal to 0.063 should be added to reduce the heat transfer through the wall by 80%. So we have to add another rock wool insulation to reduce the rate of heat transfer by 80%. So for that we have to calculate first the rate of heat transfer by this mode, the recent mode of heat transfer. So only two layers are there, A and B. We have to calculate the heat transfer rate. Suppose for example it is 100 watt is a heat transfer. Now we have to reduce 80%, means we have to reduce 80% of 100 is a 80. So we have to reduce this 80%. So we require only 20 heat transfer, and for transferring that 20 heat, what is the thickness of loosely packed rock wool insulation we should add here, that we have to find out. So let's start with this solving the problem. So first we will calculate the heat transfer with the recent condition. Okay, so here exterior wall of house is given 10 and 16 centimeter here. So I will take La thickness is a 10.16 centimeter. So convert that into meter, 10.16 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Then Lb thickness of a wall B, that is 3.8 centimeter. Convert that into meter, 3.8 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Then thermal conductivity of first layer, that is a wall common brick layer, that is 0.7 watt per meter degree Kelvin, and Kb, that is 0.48 watt per meter degree Kelvin. So first we will calculate the Q for these two layers. Okay, now here temperature difference or temperature from inside to outside. So here we will consider, suppose this is a T1, here it is T2, and here it is T3. So temperatures are not given. So we will take a delta T as a formula in the formula. So formula for transfer of heat for these two layers of wall is Q is equal to area into T1 minus T3 divided by, so first layer is LA upon Ka plus LB upon Kb. So here area is not given, or area we are taking the unit area, or we can take this is Q by A, that is equal to small q. So we can take this area here also, that is a small q. Now here temperature is also not given, so we will consider, so that is a delta T, temperature difference, that is a delta T, and La upon Ka. Now here La is a thickness of a wall, so La is thickness 10.16 centimeter. So convert that into meter, 0.1016 meter, divided by thermal conductivity of first layer is 0.7 plus second layer Lb is a 3.8 centimeter. Convert that into the meter, 0.038 divided by 0.48. So that is a thermal conductivity. Delta T upon this is a small q, that is a heat flow or heat flux. Okay. Now after solving this you will get the answer q is equal to, that is small q is equal to 4.45 delta T. Okay, if you solve this you will get the answer 4.45 delta T. So this is a rate of heat transfer with recent condition, only with the only two layers of a wall. Now we have to reduce heat transfer by 80%. So by 80%, we have to reduce by 80%. So recently this is a 4.45. So just first calculate the 80% of this 4.45 delta T. So 4.45, 80% of recent heat transfer, 4.45 delta T into 80 divided by 100. So here you will get this value is 3.56 delta T. So this is 80% of 4.45. Now we have to reduce this much of heat transfer. So 3.56 again we have to reduce with the recent condition. So in the recent condition it is 4.45 and we have to reduce 3.56 delta T. So only 20% we require to transfer the heat. So that is 0.892 delta T. So this much heat only transfer after adding the rock wool insulation, and we have to find out the thickness of that rock wool insulation. So for this condition, now we will add. So here first layer of a common brick which is having 10.16 centimeter, then another layer of the plaster which is having thickness 3.8 centimeter. Now we will add, so we'll change the color, we will add here the thickness, third layer. So now I will say here LC. We don't know the thermal conductivity of this, we don't know the thickness of this layer, third layer, that is a rock wool insulation. Okay, we have to add the insulation, but the thermal conductivity of this layer is given in the problem. So if you check the problem, so thermal conductivity of rock wool insulation is 0.063 watt per meter Kelvin, but we have to find out the thickness. So 0.063 is a thermal conductivity here. So here this Kc will say 0.063. We know the value of Ka as well as we know the value of Kb. So Ka is a 0.7 and Kb is a 0.48. So these are the values Ka, Kb, Kc. Now here only required heat transfer is 0.8928. So I will write the formula for this. So Q is equal to, or we can take Q by A, that is a small q, is equal to temperature difference. So now again here, now temperature inside and outside. So we can take it is a delta T divided by LA upon Ka plus LB upon Kb. Now here we have added the third layer of insulation, Kc. Now what we know, so this Q is 0.892 delta T. So this much heat is required to transfer. Delta T I am taking as it is, divided by LA, that is 0.1016 upon thermal conductivity of first layer is 0.7, plus LB, that is 0.038 divided by 0.48, plus LC. Now here thickness of third layer we don't know, we have to find out that thickness of third layer, but thermal conductivity we know, that is 0.063. So if you solve this equation, so you can solve this equation, take delta T 0.89 delta T toward this side, this is taken to our other side, and if you solve this you will get the value of LC is equal to, so LC is equal to 0.0564. So that is meters. We will see after solving this you will get the thickness of that third layer is 0.0564, or you can take that is 5.64 centimeter, because in the problem it is given in the centimeters, we have to calculate in the centimeter. So this much thickness is required to reduce the heat transfer by 80%. So recently it is 4.45, and if you add the thickness 5.64 it will become 0.892. So we will take now next problem. So another problem I will here. Okay, so this is another problem. A composite wall of an oven consists of three materials. Two of them are of known thermal conductivity. So when it is given in the problem, it is made of three materials. So I will take three layers of a wall. So we'll say three materials. Two of them are of known thermal conductivity. Ka is 20, Kc is 50, and known thickness La 0.3 and Lc 0.15 meter. The third material B, which is sandwiched between material A and C. So B material, here it is a B which is sandwiched between material A and material C, of known thickness LB 0.15 meter. So thickness here LB, so here I will write LB 0.15 meter is given in the problem. Now, but unknown thermal conductivity Kb. So here Kb is a unknown. We don't know the Kb. In the problem given, Ka is given. So Ka is 20 watt per meter degree Kelvin. Kc is given 50 watt per meter degree Kelvin. La thickness, La, you can take La here. This thickness is given 0.3. Okay, then LB 0.15 and LC it is also given. So LC is 0.15 again, 0.15 meters. So these are in the meters, but of unknown thermal unit kb. So this is given in the first para in the problem. Okay, under steady state condition, measurement shows that outer surface temperature of material C is at 20 degrees Celsius. So outer surface, so this is a material C, so this is outer surface of the material C. So outer surface temperature of material C is at 20 degrees Celsius, and inner surface of A, so this is material A, this is inner surface, so inner surface temperature is 600 degrees Celsius, and O1 air temperature is 800. So O1 air is inside this, so here it is a O1 air. Now the first layer, second layer and third layer. So O1 air temperature is given 800 degrees Celsius. The inside convective coefficient is 25 watt per meter square degree Kelvin. So we will consider this is a THF, temperature of hot fluid. At the same time HHF, heat transfer coefficient, is given 25 watt per meter square degree Kelvin. What is the value of Kb? So only unknown is a Kb. So I will write the first formula for this. So formula with overall heat transfer coefficient, we know the formula is Q is equal to area into inside temperature. Now here inside temperature is THF minus outside temperature. So if you plot this temperature distribution, so here it is THF, then you can take T1, here it is T2, here it is T3, and outside is a T4. So THF minus T4 divided by, so first layer is 1 upon HHF, so that is heat transfer coefficient of hot fluid, plus LA upon Ka plus LB upon Kb plus third layer is there, so LC upon Kc. Okay, so these are the with the three layers, La upon Ka, LB upon Kb, and LC upon Kc. So here if you put the Q by A, so we can take this area is not given in the problem, so we can take this Q by A, that is nothing but the heat flux, that is small q. So I will write the formula once again with the small q. So with the small q is equal to THF minus T4, inside temperature minus outside temperature, 1 upon HHF plus LA upon Ka plus LB upon Kb plus LC upon Kc. So if you check in this problem, what is given? So what is given? THF inside temperature is given 800. Okay, so THF inside temperature is given 800. Then outside temperature is 20 degree. T4 is given. HHF heat transfer coefficient of inside heat transfer coefficient is given 25. Then thickness of first layer La is given 0.3. Thermal conductivity first layer given 20. LB is given 0.15 and Kb is unknown. Now here Kb is unknown. LC is given as a 0.15 and Kc is a 50. So these values are given. So we don't know the value of Kb. So here we have to find out the Kb because it is asked in the problem. So what is the value of Kb? But for that we require this Q value. So this Q value is not given in the problem. Okay. So how to calculate this Q? If you take example here, heat is transferring from this hot fluid, so from THF to the T1, so that is by the convection, and here from the convection law, so I will write the convection law is Q is equal to HA delta T, that is Newton's law of cooling. So Q is equal to HA delta T. So in this case, Q is equal to HHF into area into delta T is the temperature difference, THF minus T1. So I will take here, suppose this is a THF, HHF value, here 800 degrees Celsius is the temperature, HHF is a 25, okay, and here heat transferring up to the T1. So here T1 heat is transferring from THF to T1. So I will take this Q by A here toward this side. So this is become small q, that is heat flux, is equal to HHF is a 25 given in the problem and THF is a 800 minus T1 temperature is given in the problem is 600. So 800 minus 600. Okay. So this becomes small q is equal to 25 into 200. So you can take q is equal to 5000. Q unit is watt and area is per meter square. So q is equal to 5000 watt per meter square. So here we got the q value. So q value is now here 5000 and only unknown is a kV. If you solve this equation, you will get the value of kV is equal to, so value of kV is equal to 1.53 watt per meter degree Kelvin. So this is the value of kV. Okay. Once you got the q value, you can easily find out the value of kV. Now we will take the problem number 3. So in the problem number 3, what is given? A furnace wall is made of inside silica brick 1. K is equal to 1.6 watt per meter degree Kelvin, and outside magnesite brick, so K is equal to 5 watt per meter degree Kelvin. The thickness of silica brick is 12 centimeter and magnesite brick is 20 centimeter. So here only two layers are given. So first layer is inside silica brick and outside is a magnesite brick. These are the two layers. We will consider suppose A layer and B layer. Okay. So silica brick thermal conductivity is given as, we will consider suppose Ka is 1.6 watt per meter degree Kelvin, and here Kb is 5 watt per meter degree Kelvin. The thickness of silica brick is 12 centimeter. So thickness of this is 12 centimeter, and the magnesite brick is 20 centimeter. Magnesite brick is 20 centimeter. The temperature on the inside surface of the wall of silica brick is 800 degrees Celsius. So here inside temperature of the wall of silica brick, so here it is a silica brick and this is a magnesite brick. So inside temperature on silica brick is 800 degrees Celsius, and outside magnesite brick surface temperature is 130 degrees Celsius. So outside here it is a 130 degrees Celsius. Find the heat flow through this composite wall. Assume the contact resistance between two walls is 0.003 meter square Kelvin per watt. So what is given? What is the contact resistance? So here heat is transferring. Suppose we are taking here T1. So heat is coming up to the second layer, and again there is, because of the resistance, there is a contact resistance. So again temperature is decreasing from T2 to T3, and then from T3 to T4 it is transferring. So here there is a thermal resistance at the junction of these two wall. So we have to solve the problem. So for solving the problem, we know that Q, so formula for this is Q is equal to area. Now here inside temperature is T1 minus outside temperature is T4 divided by, so first layer is La upon Ka. So this is La upon K is nothing but the thermal resistance. I have explained in the derivation of a wall. So La upon K is nothing but thermal resistance, and the contact thermal resistance is given for this junction of two layer is directly given in the problem. So we can take RTH here, and another layer is a Lb upon Kb. Again in this formula area is not given, so we can take this small q is equal to capital Q by A is equal to T1. Now inside temperature is 800 minus T4 is a 130 degrees Celsius divided by La. So La is nothing but the thickness of first layer is 12 centimeter. Convert that into the meter. So you will get 0.12 divided by first layer thermal conductivity 1.6 plus RTH. So RTH is a thermal resistance or contact resistance between the two wall is given in the problem directly. So that is 0.003 plus Lb, the thickness of layer B is a 20 centimeter. Convert that into meter, that is 0.2 divided by thermal conductivity is a 5. So small q is equal to capital Q by is, so you will get the Q after solving this. You will get the thermal heat transfer rate or heat flux. So that is equal to 5677.96 watt per meter square. So that is a Q by A. So it is transferring 5677.96 watt per meter square. Again in the problem what is asked, also find the temperature of the surface at interface. Means we have to find out the temperature here T2 as well as the temperature T3. So how we can find out the temperature T1 and T2? So heat flow rate Q is a constant. through for one wall or two wall or from series of wall. So here we are taking example. For example, we are taking only one wall. So here T1 is heat transferred up to the T2. So this is first layer thickness is 12 centimeter. Okay, and thermal conductivity of that layer is 1.6. So inside temperature is given 800. We don't know this T2. Okay, only we are considering the layer A, that is a silica brick. Okay, now for this layer Q is the rate of heat flow, that is the same for all the walls. So we can take formula Q is equal to, for this Q is equal to area into, now T1 minus T2 divided by LA. So here KA into area. So that is from the wall equation. So KA into area, T1 minus T2 upon LA. Again I will take area toward this side. So Q by A, that is a small q heat flux, is equal to KA into T1 minus T2 divided by LA. So you know the thermal conductivity of first layer is 1.6 into T1 is a 800 minus T2. T2 is unknown, so I will take T2 as it is, divided by LA 12 centimeter. So convert that into meter, 0.12. We know this Q value. So Q value we have calculated 5677. So here 5677.96. If you solve this, you will get the temperature T2 is equal to, if you solve this, temperature T2 is equal to 374.15 degree Celsius. Okay. Similarly, for finding out now T3, so we have to solve finding out the T3. So here again I am taking the second layer here, T2 to T3, and then here T3 to T4. So T3 and T4, and outside temperature T4 is given 130 degrees Celsius. So I will take here 130 degrees Celsius. Now for this case, considering this T3 to T4 heat transfer from this T3 to T4. So formula for this is equal to Q is equal to K KB. It is actually KB. Second layer thickness is given in the problem is 2.2 meter, 0.2 meter, and 5 is the thermal conductivity, right? Yes, 20 centimeter and 5 is the thermal conductivity, or 0.2 meter and 5 is the thermal conductivity. So here KB into A, temperature now T3 to T4, T3 minus T4 divided by LB. Okay, you can take this Q by A toward this side, you will get the 5677.96 is equal to this KB value is 5, T3 unknown, minus T4, that is 130, divided by LB 0.2. So if you solve this, you will get the T3 value is a 357.11 degree Celsius. Okay, so like this you can solve the problem. Or to finding out the T2 to T3, you can take the thermal resistance of the wall also, that is given in the problem. By that method also you can solve the problem and find out the value of a T3. So thank you.